Licensing and Standards Board says 84% of school districts are significantly impacted by shortages. It's a post-pandemic problem affecting private schools, too.
Richard Reed visited a school in North Minneapolis trying something different to deal with the shortage.
For Noah Ames, a gym teacher at Ascension Catholic School,
I always loved going to Ascension.
being here at work is like a homecoming.
Now that I'm back, it's still the same. It's like a second home to me.
But Ames, who attended pre-K to 8th grade here, has no teacher certificate. Instead, he's part of a program Ascension calls an alternative pathway to teaching.
We've had to become very creative and trying to home grow, if you will, some of our own talent.
Principal Benito Matias says the school started the program 3 years ago, hiring people as educator assistants, then encouraging them to start working toward a degree.
We still, of course, seek out teachers that have licenses. That's the goal. And if we have folks who come on board who don't, we help them work toward the additional education that they need to obtain those licenses.
Matias says prior to the pandemic, Ascension would typically have a dozen people applying for a teaching job. Now that's dropped between 20 and 30%. He believes virtual learning had a huge impact.
That wasn't their mode of training. That wasn't their original way that they were taught to deliver instruction. And then that transitioning back in person was a hard transition.
5 of Ascension's 30 teachers are now working under the program. Ames started just this past July, excited to help his students and himself grow and learn.
Passion's a big thing. Like, if you truly want to do this job, then I think you're in the right place, regardless of if you have that teacher's license or not.
And Principal Matias says as a private institution, Ascension has some leeway in hiring teachers without certificates. Now, state rules require anyone who teaches in a public school needs that certification. Matias says having about 5 educator assistants works well for the school, which has about 320 students enrolled. Finally, he says Ames is doing well, someone who wants to learn and teach the students who are following in his footsteps, Lindsay.
Yeah, he seems really inspired and glad to be there.
He's got the right attitude. Sure, thanks, Rich.
Thanks, Rich.